People are not always announcing financial stress. They are adjusting quietly. They are buying less, delaying purchases, switching to lower-cost brands, and using credit more carefully. That pattern is not just anecdotal. It shows up in survey data, retail behavior, and spending trackers like the U.S. Chamber's Consumer Trend Reporting, YouGov's 2026 budgeting data, and the BEA's monthly consumer spending releases. This is not visible collapse. It is behavioral compression. Life continues, but inside tighter boundaries. Households are reshaping daily decisions around price pressure, uncertainty, and higher fixed costs. In YouGov's May 2026 survey, 53% of Americans said they had set a budget for 2026, up from 46% in 2025, which signals a more deliberate, constrained approach to spending. At the same time, the BEA reported consumer spending rising only 0.5% in February 2026 after 0.3% in January, a pace that suggests moderation rather than broad consumer exuberance. What matters most is not just the slowdown, it is the reset. Once households spend long enough in compressed mode, their definition of normal changes. Discretionary purchases get reclassified as optional. Premium brands lose automatic loyalty. Promotions matter more. Timing matters more. Value becomes the default filter rather than a side consideration. That is why this behavior often matters before macro data fully reflects it. The U.S. Chamber notes that consumers worried about inflation are planning to cut back on discretionary spending. An Adobe-linked reporting shows AI-driven e-commerce traffic surged 1,200% at the start of 2025, compared with 6 months earlier. Evidence that shoppers are actively seeking alternative paths, better deals, and more efficient buying decisions. McKinsey's 2026 consumer research also shows AI is already shaping the early shopping journey, especially among younger and higher-income consumers, reinforcing the idea that demand is becoming more selective and more mediated by tools. This is why macro indicators alone are not enough. An index like the IMF's Economic Performance Index can help frame the broader environment, combining inflation, unemployment, deficit, and GDP growth into one read on economic conditions. But it does not capture the daily micro-decisions where compression begins. The real signal is in behavior. Fewer units per trip, more budget discipline, more value-seeking, and more postponement. For businesses, the implication is simple. Do not assume yesterday's demand pattern still applies. The new baseline may be lower, slower, and more selective. Brands, retailers, and employers that understand compression early can adjust pricing, assortment, messaging, and retention strategies before the shift becomes permanent.